Welcome back, learners. I'm Teacher Kayla, and I am so glad to have you here for class today. If you're like me, then you love a good meme. But have you ever came across a meme and you really wanted to laugh, but you just didn't get it? Or maybe everyone else around you was laughing, but you weren't sure why? Well, that ends today, my friend, because today I am going to be breaking down some of the most popular classic English memes to help you level up your English so you can finally know what it means. Means. Oh, and I've got a challenge for you. I want you to try to guess the meaning of the memes before I explain it to you. Okay? Let me know how many that you can get right down in the comments. Also, don't forget to pick up your free workbook that goes along with all of my videos. You can find the link to that workbook down in the description. All right, let's see those memes. Meme number 1. I was today years old when. Have you ever learned something new and thought, how did I not know this before now? Well, that is exactly what this meme is about. This meme started as an answer to the question, how old were you when you realized X? X meaning the thing that the speaker is explaining or showing. And if it was new information, they might reply, I was today years old. All right, let's take a look at this meme. So if you have ever seen the Amazon logo, there might be something there that's a little hidden or something that you haven't noticed before, or there was for me. This meme tells us that the arrow underneath the A that travels all the way to the Z is there for a reason. It represents that Amazon sells everything from A to Z. So if this is new information for you, you could say, I was today years old when I realized that Amazon's arrow goes from A to Z because they sell everything from A to Z. So why is this funny? It's so relatable. We have all had those moments where we realize something that we feel should have been incredibly obvious, but we learned it a little too late. All right, now it's your turn for our first meme challenge of our lesson. Okay, so for this meme challenge, I want you to comment down below something that you learned a little embarrassingly late in life. Don't be afraid to share something. We have all been there. Also, if enough of you participate, maybe I'll share some things that I learned a little too late down in the comments as well. Meme number 2, how I sleep knowing. This meme answers a classic rhetorical question, how do you sleep at night? So if you don't know, a rhetorical question is a question that doesn't require an answer. The question, how do you sleep at night, is asked when someone is doing or has done something questionable or something that most people would feel guilty about. So let's take a look at this meme. In this image, you see a person sleeping soundly and peacefully, even though they know that they are mean or unkind to people. This shows that they don't care. They are sleeping so peacefully, even though they've done something that most people would feel guilty about. Another less serious example might be something that I may or may not be guilty of. You can see it here. How I sleep knowing that I didn't respond to that email from 3 weeks ago. Or how I sleep knowing I said haha and didn't actually laugh at that joke. Sorry, Mom. Anyway, so why is it funny? It's funny because it's incredibly relatable. We have all done something that maybe we should have felt guilty about,
but we didn't. All right, so for this meme challenge, I want you to try to find a meme like this that applies to you in your life and tells us how you sleep at night. Or if you can't find one, you can just tell us what is a guilty pleasure or something that you do completely guilt-free. Leave it down in the comments.
Meme number 3, weird flex, but okay. Have you ever heard someone brag about something that's super strange or odd? Like, I own 37 staplers.
Excuse me, I believe you have my stapler.
Cool. Right? Well, let me explain. A flex refers to something someone is bragging about or trying to show off. This phrase is used when someone is proud of something that is not really impressive or it's just plain awkward. So let's take a look at this meme. In this meme, the student is confused because the professor is bragging about so many students failing his class. And she's like, why are you bragging about this? Your job is literally to help people pass your class. You want them to learn the material and understand what you're teaching, or you're just a bad teacher. So by bragging about it, it's kind of a weird flex, right? So why is this type of meme funny? So instead of arguing with the professor that they should be helping their students pass, you might just say, weird flex, but okay. And now is our meme challenge number 3. I am sure you have all heard a weird flex before, and I want to hear about it. So let me know the weirdest flex that you have ever heard down in the comments. And hey, everybody, let's give the weirdest ones a thumbs up and see who has the weirdest flex.
Meme number 4. Hard to swallow pills. This meme represents all of those painful, uncomfortable truths that we don't want to accept. Let's take a look at the meme. This image shows some pills that are hard to swallow. When we say a pill is hard to swallow, we are saying that the truth is hard to consume, take in, or digest. The second half of this image is a message saying that if someone holds you accountable, it doesn't mean that they are attacking you. This is meant to be a tough pill to swallow or a tough truth to accept. So some less serious examples might be thinking back on an old show that you loved as a child and finding out that it was not as amazing as you remember. Maybe you've had this happen. Sometimes they are still good though. Or another example might be the fact that when you sing in the shower, you don't actually sound like Lady Gaga. So why is this funny? It forces us to focus on things that we'd rather ignore. And it does it in kind of a humorous way to still make it not seem so serious. So for your challenge number 4, I want you to think of something that you feel was a hard pill to swallow, or something that you learned recently that was a little difficult to accept. And let me know down in the comments if you were brave enough to share that with me. If not, then you can share something about someone else maybe that had an experience like this and they had a tough pill to swallow. We've all had those, right?
A few moments later.
Whew, that was a tough pill to swallow. Meme number 5. The expanding brain. Want to sound smarter? Just use whom instead of who, and you'll feel your brain starting to expand. Results may vary. Just kidding. This meme started back in 2017 when some posters were bragging about the size of their brains on sites like Tumblr and 4chan. So, as you might imagine, this quickly became a meme where people were comparing different sizes of brains with different smarter and smarter statements. One of the first of these memes used who, whom, whomst to try to show a person's brain expanding until it exploded. So let's look at this meme. It starts out with the smallest brain idea of doing a home repair yourself, when in reality, you really need to know what you're doing to do a home repair, right? But they're like, no, that's the smallest brain thing to do. And then the brain gets slightly bigger with each better and better idea until you get to the point of the exploding brain of the best idea, which is using flex tape. And if you don't know flex tape, it's essentially like strong tape that I think that you can take off and put on to different materials and reuse it. So it's pretty strong tape. And this to me is pretty relatable because with my family growing up, we kind of have a ongoing saying that duct tape will fix anything. And I think that's a good rule to live by. But it works for this meme also because flex tape is the ultimate smartest answer. It's funny because it's joking, saying that the tape would be the best way to handle the repair. So why is this meme funny? Well, it exaggerates the idea of smarter and smarter ideas, making your brain grow larger and larger until it explodes. And I think it just kind of makes fun of us as people, because I think a lot of us like to always feel like we have the right answer or feel like that we are smart people, right? So sometimes it's kind of funny when smart people may not have the smartest of ideas. So I think that makes this meme a little more relatable and humorous. All right, and for your final meme challenge, I want you to create your own exploding brain meme. Remember, you must start with the smallest brain idea, which is the least smartest, and move up through smarter and smarter ideas until you get to the smartest or exploding brain idea. If you are creative, you can create a visual of this, or you can just send some text information and just tell me about your smart ideas or your expanding brain ideas, right? Awesome. Okay, and now we are down to the last part of this lesson, which is your homework. So your homework today is 2 parts. The first part is to make sure to complete all of your challenges from today. So the second part is to send me your favorite meme, because I like memes and I like to laugh and it would be fun. So send me your favorite memes, and it might also give me an idea for the next video. Let me know if you liked learning English with memes, and if you'd like to see another video like this. Also, don't forget to pick up your workbook that goes along with this lesson. Remember, the link is down in the description. See you next time.